What has been your progression, style-wise, personal-wise, music creation-wise? Like you've gone through some changes. Like,
sure.
How have you gotten to here today versus what you were doing with it?
In Pnuma, about 5 or 6 years ago, I was really writing for the band. It was like we had a keyboard player who had 2 hands. I played bass. I had my computer. We had a drummer. So like that's how I was writing. I was writing for that group, and that kind of like is a direct reflection of the music itself. Moving from that into when I was producing as Alex B. Alex B was really just like a side project for me because Pnuma was like my dance group. You know what I mean? That was how I exerted like that side of the electronic music, and Alex B stuff was like offbeat, crazy hip hop that was almost like meditation music for me. And so as Pnuma started to tour less, I realized I still had this need to make all kinds of electronic music, and that's really why I started doing Paper Diamond, is this need to just express myself. You know, and not to say it's whatever, but having a band is a whole nother thing, and with this it's just like I just do what I want and I get to express the ideas that I have, and so I don't know, I love it, man. I'm enjoying, I loved that time period of my life with that band Pnuma, and it's a natural growth just like anything else. Like basically, like I feel like being in a band is like you got to be really good friends with those people and you got to be on the exact same page, and for me, like I've just always been in my own direction. Like I'm always trying to push things differently, and when something becomes too mainstream or too much the norm, then I'm like, hey, I deviate away from that, you know what I mean? And so I still write, like I think about songs, like I'll be like, all right, if a band was gonna play this, what would the instrumentation be? Like how would I do that? And I'll still write songs like that, but with the Paper Diamond stuff, and since I'm able to perform it on my own, it really makes it so there's no limitation, so it's honestly more freeing for me. And yeah, so now I just write whatever, all genres, like whatever I feel inspired by, like I just don't hesitate. I'm just like, I want to write a hip-hop tune, I'm gonna write a hip-hop tune. I want to write a dance song, I write a dance song, like whatever, you know? So for me, I feel like the Paper Diamond thing is the most freeing, and I get inspired everywhere I go, and I'm always writing on different instruments. I play like 10 different instruments, so I've already done the band thing, and I'm like, I just want to develop my own stuff for now, and everything's been so crazy, and just I feel very fortunate, and like things have just been propelling so exponentially that it's hard for me to like really wrap my head around it, you know, from like being a fan and coming to these festivals and then playing them in a band, and now getting to play like pretty close to like main stage spots, or like going and doing Bonnaroo and raging it in front of thousands of people, or playing tonight. It's just like I'm just grateful to be playing my music, and you know, music is first and everything else is secondary for me. So yeah, it's crazy. It's like a whirlwind. You know, I've spent 4 months on the road already this year, since January, going to Europe, did 60 shows in America, like all the festivals, and I mean, I think it's amazing, man. It just goes to show you that anything is possible. Like, you know, you work super hard for something and things change, and you can be the one to change things. And so I'm looking to change things. I'm looking to create like different music, but also social change with my stuff and like all that. So I mean, I think it's amazing that bridges are being, you know, gaps are being bridged, and it's a great time for music. It's so open and free, and like anyone can make it, anyone can express themselves, and the people that work really hard are like getting to shine at it. So and especially right now with like things like trap music and dance music and all these things blending together, it's like it's a time where like hip-hop influenced music is really working in the dance clubs, but the festivals as well. So it's like that's kind of unheard of for me, so it's exciting. It's like anything is possible.
Speaking of the festival, what can we expect out of Bisco tonight? What are you going to give the people?
Yeah, a ton of new stuff, just my favorite songs and all the stuff that I've been working on. I mean, I've been playing so many shows, I feel like I have it pretty down pat, but I have everything that I've ever made in my set, so I can really take it anywhere based on where the crowd is feeling. So I'm going to play some old stuff, play some brand new stuff. I'm going to test a couple songs that I'm working on right now, and it's going to be an amazing night tonight. This is Paper Diamond, and you are watching Outrageous.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, of course, man. Cheers.